banking their decision on what they're hearing from you. Again, the Citizens Advisory Committee has looked at this in detail over about, I would say probably in total 5-6 meetings, 15 to 20 hours have been committed to studying the fire district and what it really does and what it means. So this is an open process. I invite you to come that night and sit around a table and have a dialogue to understand what the fire district does. And we're not going to do something that you don't want us to do. And number one is we can't impose any assessment on any property unless the property owners vote to approve it. So really it's in your hands. It depends on what you want. So again, April 2nd, 7 o'clock is going to be that workshop that the board is going to hold. And so with that, I want to talk about two other items. One is you could help us out greatly by sharing the word that if you see that big red or white fire engine coming behind you or at you, yield to them by pulling to the right and stopping. We're having some challenges getting those big red rigs or big white fire engines through some of this traffic, especially with the construction. So you could help us out greatly. We're trying to share that message out everywhere, and that would be of great help. And lastly, please, if you have an alley, if you have a home or property that has tall weeds, today they're green, it's likely that in a week or two they're going to be dry, okay? Would you please go out and help the community by cutting them down. Cutting them down, raking them up. We'd be extremely grateful for your help in that. So with that, I won't close. I probably went a little over 5 minutes, I apologize. But any questions?
You're not limited to that in the council. Get the questions
Oh,
first. Any questions?
You mentioned not being able to get your trucks through town. With the construction, do you have control of the signals like you?
Some of the signals we do have control of. It's called Opticom. It's a feature, an emitter or transmitter that we have on our rigs that's received at the signal, and it's designed to give us a green light so we can get through. It'll give all the other angles red lights. We have those on our rigs. We activate those on every time. But if the signal is temporary and under construction, they oftentimes will not wire in what we call the Opticom receiver. Even though we're transmitting, it's not receiving. So majority of them, if it's any length of time, yes, they'll wire them back up, but not always. And that's kind of our challenge.
So that keeps you from getting over the grid.
Yeah, sometimes it does. The other day I just sat and we just shut the lights off and waited till the light changed. And then when the light changed, turned the lights back on and went. So it wasn't that I couldn't make up my mind. It was just that I didn't want to sit there and disturb everybody in the traffic, and it doesn't do anybody any good. And the last thing I want to do is create another accident by forcing somebody in an intersection.
Are you seeing a significant amount of accidents related to the construction, particularly on the freeway?
I will say that we are seeing a number of accidents on the freeway. So please, Brad brings up a great point. Please drive careful and share the word.
There were 2 yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Separate ones.
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are seeing an increase that I think the lanes are closed down, and quite honestly, it's probably due to just a lot of traffic anymore, and the combination of the two.
It doesn't feel safe to me when I go through that area.
Yeah, slow it down, certainly. So
Karen, did you ever? Where is the workshop?
it's going to be at the fire station right here at Broadway and Salida Boulevard, the main fire station right there.
Okay. Any questions in the audience? Oh, you got
Okay. Thank you, everyone.